The rain had just started falling when I stood in front of my closet, staring at a row of shirts that suddenly felt like the most important decision of my life. Blue, or white? I muttered to myself, holding both shirts up and squinting at the mirror. The problem wasn't the clothes. The problem was that tonight was my first date in almost 3 years. My hands were shaking like a teenager's. And for some reason, the only person I trusted to help me decide was my neighbor. Her name was Lily. I grabbed the shirts and walked across the hallway to her apartment. Before I could even knock, the door opened. "Daniel, you know you don't have to hover outside my door like a ghost," Lily said with a playful smile. I froze. "How do you always know when I'm here?" She leaned against the doorframe and shrugged. "You forget that your footsteps are loud and you sigh like a depressed poet." I laughed nervously and held up the shirts. "Okay, serious question. What should I wear on a date?" Her smile faded. "On a date?" "Yeah," I said casually. "A coworker set me up with her friend. First date tonight." For a moment, Lily didn't say anything. She just stared at me. Then she walked back into the apartment. "Come in," she said quietly. I followed her into the living room, still holding the shirts like an idiot. Lily had lived next door to me for almost 4 years. Our apartments shared a thin wall, and somehow our lives had slowly blended together. She borrowed my coffee. I fixed her Wi-Fi. We watched movies together on Fridays. And when my dad died 2 years ago, she sat beside me the whole night without saying a word. She picked up the blue shirt from my hand and studied it. "So, what's she like?" Lily asked. "I don't know," I said honestly. "We've only texted a little." "Pretty? I guess. Funny? Maybe." Lily tossed the blue shirt onto the couch. "You should wear the white one." "Really? It makes you look less nervous." I chuckled. "That obvious?" "Daniel," she said softly, "you get nervous ordering pizza." I sat down across from her. "You think the white shirt will work?" She didn't answer. Instead, she stared at me again. Longer this time. Something in her expression felt different, like a storm building behind calm skies. "Why are you looking at me like that?" I asked. She stood up suddenly. "Daniel, can I ask you something?" "Sure." "Why are you going on this date?" I blinked. "What do you mean?" "I mean, why her?" I shrugged. "Because my coworker said she's nice." "Because it's been years since I dated anyone." "Because I don't know. Isn't that what people do?" Lily turned away. "You're unbelievable." "What?" She ran a hand through her hair, clearly frustrated. I don't get it." "Get what?" She turned back toward me. Her eyes were shiny now, like she was holding something back. "Daniel, are you blind?" The words hit me like a slap. "What? Are you actually blind?" she repeated. I stood up. "Did I do something wrong?" She laughed bitterly. "You really don't see it." "See what?" Her voice cracked. "Me." The room went silent. I felt my heartbeat suddenly pounding in my ears. "Lily. For 4 years," she continued, "I've been right next to you. 4 years of movie nights, coffee runs, helping you through your worst days." Her eyes filled with tears. "And you're asking me what to wear on a date with another woman?" My mouth went dry. "Lily. I didn't know." "I love you, Daniel," she burst out. The words hung in the air like thunder after lightning. Neither of us moved. I could see her chest rising and falling as she struggled to breathe. "I've loved you for years," she whispered. "And you never noticed." I felt like the floor had vanished beneath my feet. Because suddenly, memories started connecting in ways I had never seen before. The way she always saved the seat next to her. The way she brought soup when I was sick. The way she smiled when I walked into a room. And the way her face fell whenever I talked about other women. How had I missed it? No, the worst question was, how had I missed how I felt? Lily, I said quietly. She wiped her eyes quickly. You should go. You'll be late for your date. I'm not going. Daniel. I'm not going, I repeated. She shook her head. You don't have to say that just because I embarrassed myself. You didn't. Please just go. I stepped closer. No. She looked up at me, confused. Why? Because my heart was racing. Because suddenly the idea of sitting across from a stranger tonight felt completely wrong. Because the only person I wanted to be with was standing right in front of me. Lily, I said softly, I think I was blind. Her eyes widened slightly. I kept looking for the perfect person, I continued, and I didn't realize she's been living across the hallway the whole time. Tears rolled down her cheeks again. Don't say that unless you mean it. I mean it. You're just surprised right now. No. I took a deep breath. Every time something good happened, you were the first person I wanted to tell. Every time something bad happened, you were the one who made it better. She was listening now, silently. I thought that was just friendship, I said. But maybe, it was something more all along. The room felt incredibly quiet. So, what are you saying? Lily asked. I held up the white shirt again. You said I should wear this on a date, right? She nodded slowly. Well, I said, smiling nervously, do you want to go on that date with me? Her expression froze. You're serious? Very. But what about the other girl? I'll text her that something better came along. Lily laughed through her tears. You're ridiculous. Is that a yes? She walked toward me slowly. Daniel. Yes? You are the slowest man on earth. I'm starting to realize that. But, she said softly, you're my slowest man on earth. Then she hugged me. Not the casual neighbor hug we'd shared 100 times before. This one was different. Warmer. Tighter. Like two puzzle pieces finally fitting together. So, I whispered, white shirt still a good choice. She leaned back and looked at me. No. What? She smiled mischievously. You don't need a fancy shirt. Why not? Because it's just dinner next door. Next door? She nodded toward the kitchen. I already made pasta. I laughed. You planned this? I hoped, she admitted. Well, I said, rolling up my sleeves, then I guess this is the easiest first date ever. And as we sat down together, two neighbors who had spent years standing just a step away from love, I realized something important. Sometimes the person you're searching for is the one who has been quietly loving you the whole time. You just have to open your eyes.